Hi there and namaste. I'm speaking to you from beautiful western Liguria, where the stunning Ligurian Alps embrace the sea. It's just here that in 2009 I created the 7 Summits Challenge. After completing each summit, the highest peak for each mountain on each continent of the world. A trekking which is suitable for all on these spectacular Ligurian Alps. My enlightening journey to the Himalayas began in the early part of the year 2000, when I decided to give it a go at climbing the 8,000 metre peaks, including Everest and Lhotse. I'd successfully summited before that high altitudes such as Kilimanjaro and Aconcagua in Argentina. This was my own way of winning back towards myself from suffering of chronic bronchial asthma since I was a very poorly child. I travelled to Nepal for the first time with a group of Westerners, and although I didn't enjoy my journey as such, I instantly understood the enormous spirituality that the area transmitted. So whilst climbing and achieving personal goals, I remained absolutely fascinated by the ancestral heritage, cultural heritage of Nepal. But the turning point for me was when I put my hands on a wonderful book written by Jamling Norgay, the son of Tenzing Norgay, who was the first man to have summited Everest, Chomolungma, in 1953. This book was life-turning for me because it was very spiritual and it had a complete understanding and respect towards the Himalayan peaks. The 2 encounters that probably did really change my outlook on the country and the whole of the Himalayan range were made by 2 lamas. One was by Lama Geshe, who gave me the blessing in Nepal just before I summited Everest, and also by Palden Gyatso, a wonderful lama who had escaped the torture and the occupation of the Chinese and gave me the opportunity to see and focus onto the spirituality of Buddhism.
Hi, this is Lorenzo and Harry. I'm speaking on behalf of Harry because apparently the little voice. He has no voice.
I started to actively get involved with an association in Italy who was carrying out solidarity projects in the valley of Tame. Tame is a valley that is lateral to Namche Bazaar, which is the valley of Everest. It's a valley which is far less visited and to date is far less commercialized. So I started getting involved in environmental projects and also in the whole reconstruction of the school in the both villages of Tame and Tamo. These villages were first visited by Edmund Hillary and the school was founded by him in 1963. So what we did is to completely refurb and insulate the walls and ceilings, and I carried on a project to develop an environmental trail where people could come and see the various aspects of the area, i.e. the geomorphology, the cultural heritage that the area had, and various aspects of the population. A fund was also created to assist some of the children who had to go from primary to secondary school, so we gave the parents the opportunity for them to carry on with their studies, and also assist some of the teachers who were not regularly getting assistance by the Nepalese government. As time passed, I went independently to carry on further operations of solidarity. And one of them, which was recent, was to completely build a new bridge to give access for the children to get to the school without crossing the icy river.
Okay, 12th of December and the work is finished. Everybody, hooray!
Then the terrible and devastating earthquake of April 2015 struck, reducing the country to its knees, to a pile of rubble. It was a terrible time, and I really didn't know how to turn around things. So I started with a fundraising campaign in the local valleys where I live, and it was thanks to the enormous generosity of the people of the area and their passion for the country that I was able to collect funds that entitled me to go to Nepal and start the rebuilding program for the Tame school. The village and the school needed much assistance as they were particularly brutally ruined by the earthquake. So I started with a project of rebuilding one of the classes from scratch. This was done thanks to the aid of everyone, including the UK, India, various sponsors and the local valleys here in Italy, and other tasks were carried out. The new class was rebuilt, which gave fundamentally an important new room for the children from the tents to go and learn. We supplied running water to the village by completely installing new pipes, which were damaged by the earthquake. We also provided new guttering and downpipes for the school roofs. New bathrooms for the ruined building. We insulated all the walls and ceilings by collecting grasses and various shrubs and included them into the walls and the ceilings of the building.
È il 16 di ottobre e siamo qui a Tame. Il tempo non è del più bello, c'è tanta nebbia e fa anche un po' freddino e lavorare a queste quote è anche molto duro, 3.850. Comunque qui abbiamo l'impasto di siamo riusciti a trovare un pochino di argilla con la sabbia e tagliare della paglia per mischiarla poi insieme e fare un impasto. Adesso entriamo nella scuola dove c'è Marco che sta impastando, sta coimbientando le pareti. Come vedete il lavoro non è tutto semplice, abbiamo cominciato 2 giorni fa e stiamo continuando adesso. Certamente coibentando in questo modo le pareti saranno prive di spifferi e i bambini saranno molto più al caldo.
And last but not least, new swings for the children to be able to have some fun. Logistically, it was also very difficult to bring materials there, since Tame is situated at 3,800 meters and a long distance from the roads. It necessitated porters to bring up very heavy weights, sometimes totally 90 plus kilos, to bring all the materials. We mustn't forget that even for a bag of cement, that would cost us over £50, and then we needed the porter to pay him to bring it to Tame. Working in those environments can be very, very testing, because we are talking of high altitude, and even laying down a pipe into the ground and digging can prove very hard because of the low oxygen amount. And performing some of the tasks wasn't easy because we had no electricity, so everything had to be sewn by hand, and we had no electric drills. All in all, it became very, very time consuming. It was thanks to all the volunteers that came and gave me a hand, from the Italians to the English, that we were able to complete all these very difficult tasks, and I owe a huge thank you to them. The people from the Valley of Tame were always enthusiastic and appreciative of our efforts, and there was nothing more gratifying than these images and videos.
Tell me where you live. Where is your house?
This is Marulung.
Marulung.
Yeah.
How long? How far?
1 hour.
1 hour. 1 hour. Oh, I see. So it take you 1 hour to go home.
Yes.
Okay. Good luck, and I see you Sunday.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And thank you to all of you, Dhanyabad, and see you soon. I believe we are around to leave a legacy on this planet, be it something good and hopefully long-lasting. It does not matter how small or big. We are not judged for the size, but for the good actions we turn into positive karma.
Dana